Hi, everyone, and this is my journey on the skill path and the importance of biotechnology. So let's begin. At first, I had no idea what biotechnology was. I chose a skill path with the idea that it was physical technology implemented with some aspects of biology. Whilst my perception was not entirely incorrect, it wasn't right either. Biotechnology is the use of organisms, biological processes, and parts of organisms to benefit mankind. This includes applications such as golden rice. By using a biological process, normal rice has been genetically modified with beta carotene, which is a red-orange pigment, to convert vitamin to orange pigment that can be converted into vitamin A when metabolized by the human body. It's quite interesting, really, because it's amazing to see how much technology has changed since it first began. Another common application in biotechnology is with vaccines. So, for example, the hepatitis B vaccine. Initially, this vaccine was administered via human blood containing the virus. However, as you can imagine, it proved to be very difficult for those taking the vaccine. It is now administered by injecting small parts of a pathogenic virus, and this synthetic form is now used to create a much less painful form of vaccination. My favorite part about the skill paths has to be about researching and understanding. At first, I didn't really understand the complexity of this topic. And so when I began researching in depth and seeing how complex this topic actually was, I began a deep dive into the bioethics concerning this, which I'll get onto later. And actually understanding it, it helped me to understand first everything around me a lot more, like how our clothes are made or how the food we eat is affected by biotechnology, but also how there are ethical implications, which again, I'll get onto later. Some of the key concepts within biotechnology is the reliance on gene technologies and microbiology. Gene technologies, while using any biological component, requires some understanding of its DNA. And microbiology, whilst it's easy to study, a lot of research needs to be done into actually understanding the microbiology, understanding all those little aspects. So with all of the research that goes into it, it comes with challenges. Like I said earlier, there are many ethical implications involved with it. With gene technologies being a key concept in biotechnology, it is crucial to consider advantages and disadvantages. This may include considering a person's privacy or ensuring the technology is non-discriminatory, impacts on a personal health, ecological impacts on applications such as interbreeding and chemical spraying, and dilemmas and social considerations such as accidentally discovering someone is susceptible to terminal illness. I'm sure no one here would like to accidentally find out that they have a terminal illness or are at risk of one. During this skill path, I have acquired many skills such as time management and improved evaluative skills. The skill path ended up taking a lot more time than I had expected. And that's purely because I didn't understand the complexity and depth of it. But as a result, I now know how to separate my workload to ensure I separate it in even chunks. I also began to evaluate even better. So once I began finding the ethical implications, I found myself justifying why I thought biotechnologies were good or why I thought they were bad. And this will help me a lot when trying to evaluate real life situations. To reflect, I now realize biotechnology is not as simple as I once thought. It is not literally technology with biology. It can be a range of things. Applications of it are everywhere around us, including things such as the clothes we wear, how we wash them, but also in therapeutics and waste treatment, and even in the foods we eat, such as processed meats and meals. Did you know that biotechnology was able to produce a polymerase chain reaction, which is just a fancy word for an enzyme reaction, to help identify sources of new diseases? This was used in the SARS epidemic in the early 2000s. Thank you for listening. I hope you're enlightened by what I have presented, and I hope that I have sparked some sort of interest in you. I would like to say a huge thank you to my peers and mentors. They have helped me so much and have been so welcoming and encouraging since I joined the School of Humanity.